So my chapter review was received very negatively, and people said I was being very negative. Well, the thing is, I'm a honest reviewer, so if something is good, I will tell you it's good, and if something's bad, I'll tell you it's bad, right? Based on my perspective and how I see things. You are looking at it from my perspective. So if I review something, I will tell you both the good and bad, and if the majority of what happened was good, I will tell you it's good. If the majority of what happened was bad, I will tell you it's bad, and if the majority is bad, then people say I'm being negative. But no, you know, there must be some kind of logical things or elements that are applied within a chapter or an episode, right? And if I tell you that it's bad, then that is my opinion. It is my opinion. You don't really have to agree with me. I'm just telling you from my opinion. That is why there are other reviewers out there who also have different opinions. So it's good to listen to other people's opinions and all gather it all together to formulate your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? You are all entitled to your opinions, and hence why I say it. That's like, you know, all these people who do not want me to talk about the bad things that happened in an episode or chapter. That's like saying you bought a video game and then you are looking for only good reviews and you don't want to hear anything bad about the thing that you specifically bought, right? The game that you specifically bought. So maybe a good thing could be, all right, it's got a lot of features which make the game fun, but you don't want to hear anything bad about it. And the first thing that could be bad about it is that the game actually does not function properly and bugs a lot. So, you know, you are pretty much blocking yourself from getting all the information possible that you can get. And if I say something that you do not agree with, that is fine by me. You know what I'm saying? You can state it in the comment section down below and say, all right, I agree with you because of this, this, and this. But if you're gonna be an asshole about it, I'm not really gonna be happy about it, am I? So yeah, just be civil about it in the comment section down below if you disagree with something that I said. With that being said, let's get into the episode review. I'm really happy for Chojuro for knowing what is going on in the village, and he said, well, Kagura has actually betrayed us, so I'm gonna have to kill him, right? He's being realistic. He's approaching this from a logical perspective, which I really like. But at the same time, you know, it goes against the whole thing of there being peace and, you know, forgiving people, which is what Naruto is about, which Naruto proved to the entire world by saving Sasuke, right? So Chojuro is trying to go against that. He's not trying to be that person from the Bloody Mist, or the whole stereotypical Bloody Mist kind of, you know, ninja who would just kill people who do not agree with him. So he says, yeah, I'm gonna have to do it anyways. And then Boruto comes up. Boruto, this guy, I don't know whether he's stupid or bold. Let me know in the comment section down below on what you think. But he decided to blackmail the Mizukage, the military leader of the land of water. That is what the Mizukage is, and that is what the Kage, the title of Kage, means. It means you are a military leader, right? So every land has one village, or at least multiple villages, I think. And that village actually has a military leader which lives in a village, and that village is pretty much the base where they, you know, train their troops to fight for their land. That is pretty much what these villages are. So Boruto comes up and he says, yeah, you don't want people to find out what is going on, do you? Or else it will just spark war and these people's goals will be achieved. It turns out that shizuma has always been a problem which Chojuro never solved. I don't know why you would not do that. I don't know why he would not solve an issue which, you know, can be very dangerous. And we see this in this episode on how dangerous these people are. Okay, and I'll tell you, I'm excited to see Sarada vs, what was the girl's name? Her name was Buntan, right? Buntan. I'm excited to see that fight, and I'll tell you why later down in this episode. So Boruto blackmails the Mizukage, and I think he is actually being bold, you know what I'm saying? Because if this was the Raikage, if this was right, not the current Raikage, if this was the previous Raikage, Boruto will not be able to do that, or at least the Raikage would be really pissed off that a kid comes to blackmail him to stop him from doing what he wants to do. And you know, he don't want no one to tell him what to do. What? No way. So I think that it is because Boruto is really smart and he can read Chojuro really well. So he can say, all right, cool, I've analyzed this guy, I know how he's like, and I know what I can and cannot say, you know what I'm saying? And also he's a kid, so he's gonna get away with a lot of things. I hope that is the reason why Boruto did what he did, because if that is the case, then, you know, he's not a genius only based on battle, but he's also, you know, good at calculating things, which would, you know, put him up above a lot of the people in his class. Okay, So that is good, or at least I hope that is what Boruto was thinking. Okay, so next thing is Shizuma, who is a villain, right? I thought he was boring because he was the stereotypical villain of, all right, cool, let's destroy stuff, let's destroy stuff, let's destroy stuff. I'm a Hoshigaki, I love blood, and that is why I want the bloody mist back. But you know, it turns out that Buntan, I think, likes him, so I think there's a relationship thing going on there, and that adds another layer onto this character who just wants to create war just for the sake of creating war. I don't know, maybe the war will distract people from him reaching his actual goal. I don't know what it is, but I hope he actually has a better goal than just creating war, just to restore his village to the bloody mist. So it's like you are reviving the village to kill each other pretty much, which is bad. And I don't know why you would see people dying as a good thing, you know what I'm saying, unless he's going for, you know, the war breeds strong people kind of thing, and he wants only strong people in his village. I think that would be a better reason as to why he wants to start war, something like that. But if he is just starting war just to restore his village back to the bloody mist, then it's like I don't think so. That is not really exciting to me. But you know, a new layer has been added onto this character, and that is the fact that this Buntan girl, right, might be his girlfriend. I don't know, but if that is the case, then I would want to see what would happen if, you know, something happens to this girl. Like, would he snap? What would his reaction be? Maybe she likes him and he doesn't like her. He's just using them. I don't know. But, you know, if they actually have a deep relationship, I would want to see what would happen. What would happen if one of them lost the other? You know what I'm saying? That would be really interesting to see. So, people are saying that Shizuma is Kisame's son. There is no evidence of this. I've not seen it anywhere at this moment, unless it is confirmed. It's a lie. Okay, the special thing about Buntan is that, first of all, her last name is Kurosuke, right? Kurosuke actually means black hole, depending on how you write it in Japanese. Like, they can write things, you know, in different ways, so they can have a name and then write it in another way, and it can still be the same name, but it can have a different meaning. And the second meaning is black spade. So I don't know which one they are going with. When they promote Raiga, who apparently is the father of Buntan, they actually promote his name as Black Spade, whilst in the anime it was actually Black Hole. So I don't know. So that's some trivia information there for you. Chojuro makes a wrong call. He says, you know what, instead of going with a lot of goons, you know, to beat these 7 ninja swordsmen, these new 7 ninja swordsmen, he decides to go alone with just a normal sword. And I thought, have you seen the swords that they are using? You already know what these 7, you know, legendary swords are capable of, and you're going to fight them with just regular swords all by yourself. I don't know, maybe he can destroy all of these people, but then he's trying to talk it out, just like Naruto would do before. You know, he says, you know what, fuck it, I'll kill all of you because, you know, this is not working out. The talk no jutsu, my talk no jutsu level is not as strong as Boruto's or Naruto's. Okay, now let me tell you this, the strongest talk no jutsu user in that universe is Boruto. Boruto's talk no jutsu is so powerful that it can dispel seals behind your back. Okay, that is how powerful it is, because Boruto is a prodigy, and whatever skill he inherits from Naruto, he advances above it. You cannot beat Boruto. Boruto is God. Okay, Boruto is God. I don't want to hear nothing from you niggas. Boruto is God. His talk no jutsu alone is good enough to dispel seals. Okay, in fact, all you have to do to teach Boruto a jutsu is to show him the jutsu. The night before, he can create a little bit of, you know, the jutsu, which in this case would be a wind current, right, from his latest jutsu. And then what is gonna happen is, the night before, right, after the fight is done, after he has practiced this a little bit, all he has to do is sleep, and once he wakes up, he has 2 full jutsus developed. That is how powerful this kid is, my friend. He doesn't train, his training is sleeping, my friend. Boruto can master jutsus by sleeping. That is how powerful this kid is. This kid is stronger than Naruto, is stronger than Sasuke. That is how powerful this kid is. I don't want to hear nothing from no one. Boruto is God. Chojuro comes to the new 7 swordsman. His ass gets whooped, obviously, because he's by himself, or at least it looks like his ass is being whooped. I know that Chojuro is stronger than that, and they are going to show us how strong Chojuro is. But when you look at these swords, right, and these legendary swords are really nasty, especially the needle one. I really like that one because of how it's, it's used. I mean, this guy got his skin sewn into, you know what I'm saying? And you can see whenever the girl, her name is Hebichigo, right? She is the one who done that. And I think, wow, these swords are really, really powerful. Except the axe and the, I forgot that one. That one looks like the lamest one. But yeah, it's really, really powerful. Chojuro gets his ass whooped. And I think, yeah, this would be really exciting. Would it not be exciting if they actually said, you know what, we got beaten, Sarada got beaten, Boruto got beaten, and they retreat. But then what happens is Chojuro says, you know what, their swords are too strong, we need something else, we need something better, we need better weapons. So they go to, a hidden room with a hidden scroll which tells you about how these legendary swords were created, and they create like 1 or 2 legendary swords, and then they come back and say, you know what, look, you've got your legendary swords, but here are ours. So, the origins of how these swords were created would be really interesting, to know about. At least that's what I think. Okay, so obviously Chojuro wiped out the names of all these people, and they are saying, all right, so you wiped our names from the whole memorial statues and everything, and that is why we are trying to reclaim our village back, because in our village we will be accepted for who we are. I think that is the whole point of why they are doing what they are doing. They want to be accepted as well into the new Mist Village, you know what I'm saying? And the new Mist Village does not have place for them because their heritage has been wiped out, or at least erased, so this new village can come. And I think that is the reason why they are doing all that they are doing, you know what I'm saying? So Chojuro really messed up. He should have dealt with every single issue accordingly, but he didn't. He tried a sly way to dodge all the issues, and this is what has been brewing up. So in a way, it is his fault that everything is happening. So he gets his ass whooped. And the reason why I'm very excited to see Sarada vs Buntan is because, first of all, we already know who Buntan comes from, right? Raika. And secondly, guess what? Sarada is buried with this woman, okay, or this girl. I don't know how old they are, or even if they are joining at all. So Sarada is blocked, right? She is trapped and she cannot do anything. That means that there is high danger, you know what I'm saying? And that is what I think this series has been lacking a lot, because these kids are supervised by adults, you know what I'm saying? And all these dangers that they go through, it's like, all right, whenever they are supervised, or whether there is an adult right there, it's like, yeah, there is no sense of danger, you know what I'm saying? Boruto, that whole Sumire arc, I really liked that arc, because Boruto, he was dealing with things by himself, and he was really in danger. He could have died at any moment, any second, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that Sarada is actually, locked up with this woman, and he has no way of escaping, and her only way of surviving is to defeat this woman, that would be really exciting to see how she uses the Sharingan, because remember, she cannot overuse her Sharingan because it makes her, dizzy and all that kind of stuff. So with all these handicaps, I'm excited to see how Sarada will get out of this situation, and that is what hypes it up for me. I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Mitsuki, we already know Mitsuki's a prodigy. He's gonna whoop everyone's ass that he touches, you know what I'm saying? Unless he has difficulty, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, that is interesting. Mitsuki is actually struggling. Have a look at why Boruto is not the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, or at least has no Nine-Tails chakra. Also have a look at scientists who have been able to duplicate the power of the tail beast, as well as 6 things I do not want to see in Boruto. With that being said, I have nothing more to say. Check out those videos at the end, and bye.